Ni hao, Wujao, Dandi, Pakturan. And this video is a short introduction into Chinese language and culture. So Chinese is still considered to be one of the most difficult language to learn today, primarily because of its complex writing system and the tone that makes a difference in meaning. So today I will explain to you what Chinese language actually is and show you the logic behind the wonderful characters which visually shows us the Chinese civilization perceives the world around them and how deeply Chinese culture was rooted into the language itself. So first of all, as you can see on the map, Chinese language has numerous language varieties classified in several major groups such as Mandarin and the Cantonese Chinese spoken in Hong Kong. And however, the difference among the Chinese dialect can be so significant that the theories about the Chinese language have been proposed, meaning that we cannot speak for one Chinese but a group of them. And this is why they speak Mandarin rather than Cantonese, because Mandarin have more tones than the Cantonese, and the spoken language is simply not the same, so the Mandarin speakers cannot really understand the Cantonese. But however, what does connect all these varieties in the Chinese writing system is that complied of these notorious Chinese characters that prettify the beginners. So let's have a look at this first photo. Its basic meaning is woman or a female. But why does this take this shape and not the other one? So I will show you this. So this is a pictogram of a woman. So the pictogram is basically an image or symbol that physically resembles the idea they signify, and they were used as the earliest form of writing. So in this case, the character in pictogram that represents an idea. It is a woman that kneeling while her hands are in the sleeves. So this is a knowledge of Chinese history and the culture comes because in ancient Chinese, 1,000 years ago, women were expected to stay at home, do housework, and basically wait for husband to come back from field. So the Chinese character for the woman is typically example of a typical Chinese woman, and it shows how Chinese people preserve them. And speaking of the husband, they had to obey the character of a male, and the character of the male looks like this. So as you can see, the upper part is also a pictogram but of a field, and the lower part means strength or power, which is what the men need to work in the field, and it is actually a representation of a traditional man in ancient China. This is shown that by no means are the character arbitrary creations but pictorial representations of the world through the eyes of the Chinese people. So it will be much more easier for beginners to learn the characters if they can try to understand it rather than memorizing it. So which is why the study of the culture and the language are mutually connected, and that makes the study of Chinese more interesting. China have different beautiful places, and one fact about China is that the tallest mountain on earth, Mount Everest, sits on the border of China and Nepal. And also, 1/3 of China's land is made up of mountains. Lastly, a fact about China is that many of them have regular family gatherings to strengthen the family bond. Even in today's modern society, starting a family is a priority for many individuals. Family is valued greatly in China. That would be all. I hope you learned something about the Chinese culture and language. Thank you for watching.